Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? Kids, grab your coffee. All right, maybe a snack. Let's get into it. So what we're going to be talking about is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos, emails and links. And if there's anything that you guys want to send me for video, my email's in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she said the Church of LDS is selling water bottles with filters. 2 filters included for $39. There's 2 colors, orange and black. This might come in handy for someone needing filtered water yet prefers a normal looking water bottle. The Church of LDS also has a full inventory now of all of their pantry products. If anyone is looking to fill in any gaps in their long-term storage, this might be a good time. I love all of your videos. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. She said, I especially appreciate your prepper updates. Thanks for all of that you do. Oh, those are really nice. Look at these water bottles. These are really awesome. The show is called Upload, by the way. That's what it was. I had a total mom brain moment. I'm sorry. So, this email came in from a community member. She said, oh my God, this needs to be shared everywhere immediately. The Heritage Foundation just released cell phone data of a mysterious figure who made frequent trips between the shooter and the home of crooks and a building in D.C. near the FBI office. Yes, dear, I know. I talked about this in a video. She said 9 devices were identified in the analysis linking to both of his home and his work. He did not act alone. I know. But I am still trying to figure out if there was or was not a third person. So because you are in my brain, can you help me find anything about this? Thank you. Okay, so this email came in from a community member, and she said, I wanted to weigh in on the Nido, and that's Nido powdered milk, since I now drink this exclusively and use it for coffee, froth, milk, and baking. I generally buy Nestle's regular Nido milk, but I might try the European Nido powdered milk, and here's why. Take a look at the American Nido ingredients. There are a few added items that I could not identify. The European Nido ingredients list only has milk and lecithin, and that's Lecithioin. Both products have relatively similar protein and sugar amounts. The European Nido is imported from Holland, and it has both the European and Arabic script. Has anyone tried the European Nido? No. The powdered milk that I buy comes from Sam's Club, and the only ingredient in it is milk. I have never tried the Nido at all, so I can't say yes that I've tried either the American or the European myself. She said, I would like to hear your ideas, opinions, and firsthand experience. As I said, I use this product a lot, and so far it's my favorite out of the shelf-stable powdered milk options. It has a long shelf life, but unopened, both unopened and opened. So she sent in some screenshots of the Nido. So here you go. Okay, so here is, oh, wild rice recall. Okay, so it's Weha, and that's WEHAH Farms in Richvale, California. They are recalling 4,600 cases of Lundberg, and that's Lundberg, Family Farm Sustainable Wild Blend Gourmet Rice, because the product may contain foreign objects that appear to be of rodent origin? No. According to the details posted online by the FDA, the recall was initiated May 10th of 2024 and is ongoing. The product was distributed in California, Oregon, Wisconsin, Maine, Florida, Arizona, and New Hampshire. Lundberg Family Farm Sustainable Wild Blend Gourmet Rice 1 pound bag. Product quantities 4,600 cases, 6 bags per case. Code information is lot code 231004 BBD. That's the best by date. Is 10/4/24. Do not use this product. Recall product should be thrown out or returned to the place of purchase. Did you leave me a link? Yes, you did. So that link will be in the description box below. Okay, so here is an email from a community member. She said, last December, I had the doctor who gave me prednisone and neglected to tell me it would raise my blood sugar levels. Yes, I remember when you were telling me about that. She said, and I'm diabetic and my sugar got up to 586. God, that is such a dangerous level. She said, some of it was my doing, but since then I had made permanent lifestyle change and my A1C was down to 7.0 in May after being 10.4 in December. I reported her to the Oregon Medical Board. Did you really? She said, I finally heard from them on Saturday when they sent a letter of their findings with their investigation. They have brought this to her attention. They also have put their findings that I'm not allowed to know. You're not allowed to know? Wait. But they have put my complaint on her record. I pray she learned a lesson and will be sure to discuss side effects with their patients moving forward. Update with my complaint to the Oregon Wage and Labor for my previous employer that fired me illegally due to my anxiety. I still cannot ever figure that out, why they did that. She said, I am still waiting for a response from them. What they decide will depend on if I can find an attorney to fight my case. I had filed a complaint with the Equal Opportunity Employment Office. They said they will work with the Oregon Department of Wage and Labor, and I had to wait to hear from that department. If I were to get a letter stating I have the right to sue, I was told to get on it, call attorneys in Portland, Oregon, north of us. This from the Equal Opportunity Employment Opportunity, that gives me hope that I will be able to get this going, so this company will get the message that they can't break the law without any consequences, and hopefully get them to think twice. I was not successful in finding an attorney who thought it was worth their efforts, because they're not going to make any money off of you. That's why. Even the local county one, where they went by my income to help, regardless of them telling them I have plenty of documentation, still makes me mad when I think about it. All of these protections, and it seems nothing is being done. What is the point of an ADA, an Oregon state paid leave for disability, if they don't enforce the laws? Maybe all of this will go hand in hand if I get the letter I'm waiting for. That is 3 laws they broke between the other 2 and the wage and labor. We'll keep you posted. Yes, please keep me posted. Thank you. Okay, so this community member, she sent me a link to a video on Brighteon. She said just the first 8 minutes, though. She said, and as for CNN, they showed up at 4 a.m. to Roger Stone's house to film him being arrested. Disgusting. They seem to have inside info. And the building the perp was on is owned by a WEF member. Well, surprise, surprise. Just like the computer business CrowdStrike. Wow. All right, so that link will be in the description box below. Okay, so here is an email from a community member, and he said, I had let my backyard go wild. No, not just unmowed and untrimmed. Wild as in wild. I had many wild plants grow up all over the yard. I had mints and yarrow, chamomile or oregano, and many herbal plants volunteer in my yard. Well, that's really awesome. Wow. Which I had appreciated, especially the wild lettuce and the tomato plant. I was most surprised to find poke growing in my old raised garden bed. It flourished there, and the next spring there were poke plants all over the side section of the yard. I harvested the berries, let them dry, and the following spring scattered them where I wanted them to grow, and grow they did. I love poke plants and love watching them grow, mature, and come back the next spring. Earlier this year, a neighbor asked if it would be okay if he cleared the backyard for me to be safer. Problem child loose in the neighborhood. neighbor neighbor fixed the gaps in the fence for me. Anyway, the poke salad, I really like this plant. I have noticed something unusual in my backyard. None of the wild herbal plants have come back. None of them. The poke is back. However, they are growing very slowly. They are not as tall as they should be for this amount of time that they have been growing. They should be about 6 foot tall as in previous years, and they are about 3 feet tall, have flowers blooming. Some have tiny little berries already. This is not usual. No berries until the end of August or the beginning of September. Every year I've collected seeds for my plants. I scatter the seeds in the winter, and in the spring they have some seeds for just in case. I have saved some seeds that I would like to plant in front of the house and in the backyard and see how they fare. However, I believe I will keep them, maybe plant some in pots for keeping inside the house. Also, my white clover and my beautiful wild violets. The clover is usually carpet thickly growing in the front and the backyards, with the deep purple wild violets thickly growing too. Last year, on a few clover and only a few clover and violets. This year, no violets, none. Scraggly patches of clover. Tiny wild strawberries are barely in the yard, and I went out and purposely looked for them. No thick patches of the tiny little alpine type berries, not a one, a few, maybe 8 plants in the front yard, and about a dozen in the backyard. No patches of wild strawberries, no chamomile, no yarrow, no portulaca, no wild lettuce, no dandelions, almost extinct. I love dandelions. Yes, so do I. So resilient, so beautiful, so useful medicinally, and pretty floating flowers in a small vase on the table. In short, none of my wild plants are returning, only the poke. Clover, wild strawberries, dandelions, all in very small numbers. I doubt there will be any next year unless I scatter the seeds. The same is happening here. The only thing that I'm getting are just these horrifying, ugly weeds. I normally have dandelion popping up all over the place in the backyard and in the front yard. Nothing. My fruit trees, the only thing that is producing is my orange tree and my kumquat tree and my key lime tree. My soursop is producing nothing. My fig trees are completely dead. They won't even grow back. My apricot tree is producing nothing. My lemon tree is producing nothing. My grape vines, nothing. My blackberry and raspberry vines, nothing. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I really don't. Yeah. Okay, so here are 2 pictures that were sent in by a community member. And she was telling me that these 2 pictures showed up in a TV show that is on, I can't remember what streaming service it is. I think it's Prime, Amazon Prime. And don't ask me what TV show it is. I can't remember, but I'm sure she's going to be watching this and she's like, it's that show. But it's a poster of Oprah and Harris as president and VP. Yeah, take a look. So here is a screenshot that was sent in by a community member. She said, here you go, enjoy. This is a screenshot from Twitter, X, whatever the heck. It says, just in body cam footage released by Senator Chuck Grassley from the rally. The video was obtained from the Beaver County Emergency Services Unit. In the footage, the men were discussing how they noticed crooks earlier. What? Here.
So we don't know. So this is the guy that
yes, that they sent yes, Beaver County sniper team and sent the pictures out. This is him.
Okay.
Rifle's right there, obviously.
Got it. So the bike in the back. Is he on that bike?
We don't know.
We don't know. So
I don't know.
Treating that as suspicious device.
Oh, 1 second. I believe the sniper that seen these and sent the pictures is right inside this building. Michelle, is Greg in there? All right, so if you go to that window that's open and yell for Greg, that's the sniper that sent the original pictures and seen him come from the bike and set the book bag down and then lost sight of him.
Okay.
He's the one that sent the pictures out. I don't know if you got the same ones I did.
I think I did, yeah. He's like got his glasses on and he's
So we had the picture of that.
I got that.
Okay, and then this is his bike with the stuff. And our sniper seen him walking away from that, I believe.
Okay.
But he would be right inside that window. He's the one that physically seen this, sent the pictures, and called it out.
Okay, so, and we have somebody detained, correct?
That I don't know.
People detained on this side. Right. Our guy that was just up here told me that there's a guy detained who's the owner of the bike. And I said, no, that's the owner of the bike.
Yeah, basically, when I got
We've been up here, so we wouldn't know that information.
We just hauled ass. We got every day.
Got it.
We hopped up on the roof.
Yeah, that's no problem. Is that all your stuff?
That was one of our
Yeah, so someone came up looking to treat him and that was
Yes.
Okay.
Copy. Gas is off to the building, just so you know.
Thank you. Yeah, they do. I talked to the guy. Those people detained were filming. Maybe they were involved. Maybe they weren't.
Other than that, I haven't heard anybody.
Well, I think it's. The guys that saw them filming were like, oh, they were filming us, and then filming the guy up on the roof, and then filming us, and then when the shots started firing, they tried to run away. It's like, isn't that what everybody would do that has a phone? I'm not saying they weren't involved. But you know what I mean? Like that.
It's up in the air right now, right?
Right. So I got no problem detaining them. But again, I'm just trying to detain those guys, find out what they know, who they are, whatever. I'm trying to get clear information to relay back to DC. We have one shooter deceased. I think we have 3 victims in the crowd. Did you guys hear that?
That I'm not sure.
So I heard 1 deceased, 2 life-flighted.
I know 2 helicopters did take off.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how many victims.
Where you're deceased?
We have access to a drone. Where this water tower.
Any LE?
I will try to confirm.
In the van. Did he survive? Copy.
Okay, so here is from the back side of the stage. Okay, so I know I'm throwing a lot at you with the videos and all, but this community member is sending this stuff to me, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen this stuff. So, it's important that she feels that it's important that you guys see this stuff. Okay, so here you go.
Uh-oh. Where are they running to? Thank you, Trump! Thank you, Trump! Thank you, Trump! Thank you, Trump! Oh, wow. Where are they running to?
Okay, so who here shops at Big Lots? Okay. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below because Big Lots is set to close a lot of their stores. Okay. And in this link that is in the description box gives the entire list of every store that's going to be closed. All right. Okay, so here's something else that was sent in by the same community member who was sending in the videos. And she said, surprise, this is what's coming. She said, interesting. Why would they need to swear in the Capitol Police for only the period of 7/23/24 through 7/25/24? It is strictly due to Netanyahu's speech, or are they expecting something? Also weird that Spiker, pretty much, Speaker Mike Johnson threatens to arrest anyone who dared to speak during Netanyahu's address. Everyone is talking about the Christmas in July possibly happening on Thursday, so tomorrow. Then Netanyahu is meeting with Trump on Friday. Also interesting, both Biden and Kamala have canceled their meetings with Netanyahu during his stay here. What is going on? Huh. Watch.
I. You swear or affirm. That I will support. And defend the Constitution. Of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. For purpose of evasion. And that I will. Well and faithfully discharge. The duties of the office. On which I am about to enter. So help me God. So I'm going to read the declaration of appointment. By the authority of the Chief of Police, J. Thomas Painter, of the United States Capitol Police, pursuant to the authority granted by Title II, U.S. Code, Section 1974, I appoint you as United States Capitol Police Special Officer for the period of July 23rd, 2024, at $1,500 to July 25th, 2024, at 0700 hours. Thank you.
And before I go, here is the last email. She said, everyone is missing the fact that in the first video of the shooter on the roof, the guy is clearly seen wearing camouflage pants. But in all the latest pictures of the shooter, he is in shorts. Really? Things that make you go, that's one thing that I missed. Huh. All right, now I'm going to have to go back and re-look at every single thing. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.